Alright, so the SPC has upgraded the slight risk to an enhanced risk, a 3 out of 5 today. So now we have an enhanced risk that includes areas like Woodward, Elk City, Enid, going all the way down towards Altus. Let's get into this. So the SPC did actually put out a 5% Sig 1 hatch risk of tornadoes that includes Ponca City, Enid, going all the way out towards Woodward in Bartlesville. And around that, still do have a Sig 1, just 2% hatching that includes a little bit farther under the Panhandle. So look out for tornadoes, especially in that brown area today. Now, here is what I do believe to be what is the worst risk of today, the most concerning risk. We have a 30% risk of seeing damaging winds across all of this area and within a 25-mile radius. So Tulsa, Stillwater, Ponca City, especially areas in that Sig 1 hatching, we could see winds of 80 to 90 miles an hour. So you need to be looking out. And we do have a brief hail threat today up there in the Panhandle in northwest Oklahoma. Woodward, Enid, we could see hail up to potentially baseball size with the cells before these maybe potentially do merge into one big squall line. I believe that's why our wind threat is so big. Before that happens, I do think we could see quite a large hail risk. Alright, jumping over to the models, you can see it shows we could see rotating supercells as early as 5 o'clock today over here in the Panhandle. I'm really looking at this one to be a tornado threat, but you can see we got that hail core. If this does actually happen, we could see a quite big hailstorm near Buffalo and Woodward today. And these things will slowly congeal into a little bit of a broken squall line here. And you can see these are still going to be supercells likely. So these things can still produce tornadoes as they move in the deviance southeast direction. But they're going to hang over this area. So I actually didn't show this, but we do have maybe a flooding threat, maybe? I didn't look. But this thing will crash into Oklahoma City, and you can see more storms up north. More storms up north as well, up near Bartlesville. But the main threat's going to be in western Oklahoma today. Now, this is a little bit of an older model. We can actually go to a little bit of a newer one a little bit. Let's see what's changed. Yep, it still shows pretty much the same things. Not much different. So yeah, 2 prime things. Supercells in the early evening, and then it congeals eventually into a squall line likely, which still could produce tornadoes inside. Looking at our STPs, or significant tornado parameters now, I'm looking at it and I'm saying in my mind, I think sometime between 5 and 8 o'clock is going to be the main time frame where we could see a couple of tornadoes. Because look, we literally have values in the 6s over here, right on the border between Kansas and Oklahoma. And this is obviously, all models are wrong, just some are more accurate. So I think we could see a couple of tornadoes, and potentially intense ones, somewhere in this pocket of area here. And I think the tornado threat should gradually end sometime around 12 o'clock, but I'm rather unsure about that. Now, a problem with the storms today, these storms are going to have so much energy in them. Literally anywhere across the state you can see severe weather. I mean, just look at our CAPE values. The highest amount of CAPE is going to be along this line right through Ponca City. And anywhere from Ponca City to Ashland or whatever that says, Kansas, to Fort Smith, Arkansas. Anywhere in this area is going to be seeing some quite intense storms if that does layer out. And it's still going to keep going. We're still going to have high CAPE values for a long period of time. So yeah, these storms are going to have plenty of energy that they need. No, that is all the information I have for you today. I know this video is kind of short because literally the event's actually starting right now. So I'm going to get this video out of the way so then we can start making Twitter posts and potentially maybe go live later once this event really starts going. So make sure you're looking out for a live stream. And make sure you follow us on Twitter for the latest severe weather information for Oklahoma. But goodbye now.